IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shatterguard.com.au, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena, where it's time for leg 2 of our round 19 double as part of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Paul Person with you in the commentary box once again. It's always a great pleasure to have your company. And leg 2 sees the Blackhawks looking to bounce back after what was a fairly dull 0-0 draw against the Sharks at the Perth Ice Arena last week. They're up against the top of the table, Flyers Blue, after they accounted for the Flyers Orange last week 8-4. And they scored 5-2 in the final 2 periods thanks to a Jordan Kairos quartet. And in front of the Coburn faithful, this will certainly be a clash for all the marbles in the context of this season. The Flyers Blue 18 points from 13 games, and the Blackhawks 10 points from 12 games. The Blackhawks with a negative goal difference of 6. The Flyers Blue have got the best goal difference with a positive 21. And the most goals scored in the competition, or the second most now, with 64, just 2 off the Flyers Orange. This game is certainly going to be an absolute ripper. The Blackhawks, Tomek Zak, he's going to be one to watch in this one. His flair and speed inside centre ice and how he can transfer the puck towards the slot with his awareness in front of him. He is going to be a core for that Hawks attack. He has scored 5 goals from his 12 games. And Jordan Kairos, he will also be one, as you can see here on your screen. 23 goals so far for number 23 in 2021. He is the man in attack. His consistency in the net has been nothing short of immense and can score another hat-trick given his form. But he's also got great depth alongside Liam Jeffries with 18, Andrew Cox with 8. That is the trio to watch under the leadership of Richie Lamb, the captain. Those players get themselves into position. The PPL is, as always, thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers and our power plays to Shutterguard. And our media partners, Front Row Screens, your number 1 in 2021. And they did the best LED screens in the business too. Get a hold of Matty Williamson. If you're running a big event and you need a big LED screen, Matty Williamson is your guy. A couple of interesting numbers as well in this game. Charles Smart, he's played 12 games and has got an SV percentage of .915. Stephen McCann, a SV percentage of .872. As both sides will huddle up, there is Braden Maybe and Bryce Chapman. Just talking over some tactics there after the warm-up, and one of the warm-up pucks maybe have gotten stuck by the end boards there, but they've got it out there and they'll be able to get the huddle set. And just as well, we've got a little bit of extra time. This is, of course, part of another big weekend of sport on Front Row Screens tomorrow. Leaderville over the match of the round in the Waffle, and it is another beauty. Subiaco on top, West Perth in third. That one is going to be an absolute rip snorter in round 17 of the Optus WAFL. That'll come tomorrow. You can tune in live from 2. But tonight, the second game of round 19. The CD Dodd Perth Premier League. We're well into the business end now. The Blackhawks, they'll look to keep their hopes of a top 3 finish alive. They've got to keep on winning. And they've got a bit of leeway thanks to the Vikings losing earlier. But the penalties, they were the issue for them. Those power plays, plays like Sack, Goodman and Cuthbert, they just have to get their discipline together. Those penalties would have cost them a win in the grander scheme of things. But here we go. It'll be Williams and Cox to start things off when the puck drops, and it is go time. A big clash for both teams. Chapman, oh, he had a fresh airy, but eventually got control, lost it to Williams. Straight away, the Blackhawks are in. Sack, penetrating the slot, looking for that tip in. Didn't get that one to go. Langell and Grover. Langell gets some back up from Cox. Cox along the end boards, got a bit hesitant. Campbell got in amongst it. Goes back to Woodman. Playing it along the end boards. Cox pushes it away. Kairos, who was magnificent last week. He scored a quartet. 4 last week. Plenty of fan support for him. The number 1 goal scorer in the competition. He goes cross ice to Cox, just ricochet off Woodman on the defensive slot. And he can recover this one for the Blackhawks. In the early stages of this first period, Woodman sets it up well for Campbell. Cross ice, cut off by Jeffries, and it goes over the boards. Now the face-off will commence into the first minute of this all-important game. Flyers Blues looking for their 8th win of the season. The Blackhawks looking for their 4th. 3 wins, 5 losses and 4 ties as Lamb plays it wide into open ice. Well covered in the end, Williams, who's playing for the Blackhawks tonight with the Sharks having the bye this week. Into open ice behind the goal line. Manning it there is Grover. Breaks out. He's got speed. He's up against Jeffries. But Jeffries gets in the low stick from behind and plays it well. Turns it over. And here's Robson. Robson uses Williams as a decoy, but eventually gets the puck to him. Off the sideboards, poor pass. Jeffries penetrates the slot. Does he go out to Brote? And Wilson, no he doesn't. Went for the shot himself, but he couldn't get that one to go to the back of the net. And an icing call will be made. And we'll go back to the Flyers Blue attacking zone. You can tune in live on our Front Row Screens Facebook and YouTube page as well. You can also see it on our Perth Premier League page, which has over 500 likes. We thank you all for your support. Weekly content, including the league ladder, match highlights, match promo as well. Face-off being won by the Blues. Kairos from the offensive goal line. Plays it out to Wilson. He shoots from the edge of the slot. Doesn't get that one to go. Kairos and Langell combining. Langell gets it back on the inboards. Bit of high stick stuff from Woodman. He's not pinged in that one. Good push out by Langell. He shoots. Good save, Smart. And Cox this time with the second chance. Doesn't get that one to go. Chapman all got cleaned up there. He got cleaned up by Zane Neal, but he got up quickly, as you would want them to, because they always come back for more. Woodman with the backhand. It's in the path of Hillier. Hillier under pressure from Kairos. Hillier keeps control. Up against Chapman, into the boards. Chapman receives some backup from Healy. Good play from Healy. They move it quickly. Cut off by Grover. Back and forth the puck goes, but it's on centre ice and the Flyers Blue have it. Healy keeps it in front. Good play by Healy, but forced by the goal line. Backhander was in the path of Maybe. He turns it over. Is at the expense of Woodman. Maybe pushes back to Jolly, who goes back to Maybe. Plays it behind the goal line, and that's where Wilson plays it. Out to Maybe. Shot well saved by Smart, who pushes forward. And now it's out of the Blackhawks defensive zone. Now Lamb can steady things. Jolly. Oh. Wilson hitting his own player there. The Blackhawks will push it forward again. Grover and Lamb. Grover went cross ice. Wilson turns it over. Brote has the speed. Oh, great sidestep there. Does he back it up with a good wrist shot? He does, but good save by Smart. Shot from the corner by Brote. And again, Smart. Good use of the gloves, saving that one outside the crease. Brote backhands it to the slot. Covered by Robson. Plays it wide, finding Campbell. And now the Blackhawks will have another chance. Again, this control of the puck, these fumbles, is something that the Blackhawks would want to eradicate immediately if they want to have a good result in this game. Best result, certainly 2 points. Kairos almost fumbles it himself. Forced to play it wide, but it ricocheted there off Williams. Williams with the rebound pass. Jolly off the pads of Smart. From behind the goal. Cox and Wilson. Cox plays it to left point. Off the backhander, Kairos looking for the deep tip in. Doesn't get that one to go. Jolly off the sideboards. Goes only as far as Campbell and Williams. Ben Williams, that is. Campbell goes cross ice. He was looking for Whelan. And sack. Cox. Cross ice to Kairos. Almost a blind pass. Could ricochet off Kairos, but it's cleared the path for Woodman. Piercing pass to Sack. Oh, got cleaned up by Healy out of nowhere. Chapman along the sideboards, only as far as Woodman. He just waited for it, but pushed forward to Neal. Sack in support. The Flyers Blue get it back through Ben Brote. Brote has some time. He's got 2 targets pushing. Goes out wide, finding Jeffries, but Healy will get this one back on defensive ice. Brote has a fresh area there. They're signalling an icing call, and they're going to get it. They'll go back to the Blackhawks attacking zone. They'll have a good reset here. Five minutes into this game. Still no score. Paul Persick with you in the commentary box this Friday night. Part of another big weekend on front row screens. Chapman looking to play it back. Almost got cleaned up. Woodman. Hillier in the slot. Good save. McCann down low inside the crease. And makes another good save. Face-off will be in the inner circle. With Brote and Davidson. Davidson thrusts forward, but the Blues get it out. Jeffries plays back to Lamb. And now they go wide to the wings. Jolly, beautiful pass, opening up space on the inner side. Jeffries on the offensive zone. He went to Brote. Couldn't get that one to go. Lamb out the back. And the Blackhawks had 2 in front. And they get that turnover defensively. Neal was mopped up by Jeffries. It's an open ice pass, and another icing call will be made. And again, the puck will take the long haul to the Flyers Blue attacking zone, and another chance will be right in front of them. 4 shots on target for the Blues compared to the Blackhawks, who have only had 1 in the early going. Brote pushes forward, goes to the edge of the slot, but is pushed out by Woodman. Woodman and Brote still going at it. Brote wins it. Good play by Brote. And it looked like some interference. Yes, it was. And that is going to be against the Blackhawks there. And by the neutral zone, there will be another 1-on-1. Langell and Jolly, the defenseman, forming by the baseline. Blues win it out again. Langell in front. Williams, however, for the Blackhawks. Jordan Williams. And they will mop things up again. Grover. Good speed and flair across the offensive zone. Forced back inside there to Woodman. And Woodman gets the first one. Again, that was a rock-solid setup by Williams. He was forced behind the goal line, but he knew where to go. Woodman had good space inside the low slot. Received the pass from Williams. And followed it up with a good wrist shot to open the scoring for the home side, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Brilliant stuff. Woodman converts. Some good work there by Williams. And it sees the Blackhawks leading 1-0, nearing the halfway mark of this opening period. Williams, from behind the goal line, finds Woodman, who scored that goal. The Blues looking for a response. Kairos, he shoots. Got plenty of height on that one, but didn't get that to go. The Blues have plenty of players back by the neutral line. They push it forward again, but Williams and Cox are on each other at the end boards. Langell forces his opponent down. Cox push forward, smart, good save. The 2 number 9s going at it. Chapman wins out in that battle. Cox went cross ice back onto the centre, but turned over. Cuthbert with the open ice pass towards the offensive goal line. 2-on-1 in favour of the Blues this time. Healy wins it. Hoist pass back on the centre ice. Good control by Kairos. 3-on-1, not a lot of supporting targets. Kairos goes into the slot, but at the doorway, Smart blocks the entrance and dives on it to make the save. 9.5 minutes still remaining. 5-2 in terms of the shots on target. Blues have the advantage in that one, but more crucially, the Blackhawks have a 1-0 lead. Face off, even Stevens in that, but emerging with it is Woodman. Rushing the pass, turned over. Brote from the edge of the house. That one goes into the net above. Another stoppage will go to a face-off. Beyond the inner circle, where this face-off will proceed, Williams and Broad. Broad won it out and pushed forward towards the slot, but a lot presenting. And the Blackhawks have another opportunity their way. Here's Sack. Sack shoots from the corner. Good save, McCann. McCann got the glove in front of him and kept his eye right on it and got the save to go. Stephen McCann, one of the elite goaltenders in the competition. 8.872 rather, his SV percentage this season. Blackhawks recover this one. Back on centre ice now. Here's Sack again from the left point. Fakes it. Goes towards the slot off the glass. Wilson. Sack backs it up. Chopped off by Broke. Sack again gets it back. Went cross ice to the path of his captain in Grover, who had space aplenty. But that one just out of his reach. That was an easy opportunity for the Blackhawks to double their advantage. Woodman pressured by Kairos. Woodman goes through one, goes through two. Has open space on the edge. Penetrates the slot. He goes into the doorway. He enters. Couldn't get that one to go. Takes back control of the puck. That's good play. Backhanded to his teammate. The defence of the Flyers Blue being quite stingy. Sack. Long shot, ricochet off Kairos from left point. Second shot by Sack. Goes to the net above, off the pads of McCann. Another shot on target will count for the Blackhawks. We've had more of the attack in this opening period. 7 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. And it is a 1-0 advantage, with James Woodman scoring that lone goal. Cox and Davidson. Cox wins it. Chapman pushes it to the boards. Kairos comes in ferociously on the defensive zone. Plays it down the wing to Cox. Releasing Healy. Healy, cleaned up by Williams. Fair check too. And Williams gets his own back too from a couple of Blues players. Flyers Blue stopping the Blackhawks entry deep in its tracks. But they turn the puck over again. Cross ice to the open player in Hillier. He's got Davidson in front. That's where he goes. But in support there was Neal, and they clean up each other. A little offensive breakdown resulting in those two players collecting each other. Stick checking and front on there by Langell. They're dishing out the physical stuff here. Kairos. Great evasive action to avoid the collision from Hillier. And Hillier recovers it. Hillier. Beautiful pass out to Whelan. Whelan shoots just wide of the right post. Maybe in Cuthbert one-on-one. Cuthbert in front. He came in hard. Cross ice into the path of Grover, and again, just out of his reach. Woodman, deep in the slot. Pushed out by Lamb. Wilson has some time. He went for Broad, who was looking to be the cherry picker on the offensive zone. But Woodman was right in front of him, picking that one off. Goes cross ice, turned over. Jolly finds Broad on centre ice. Couldn't go past Williams. Blackhawks will look to move it quickly, but the Flyers Blue have three out the back. One of them was Broke, who handed it off to Jolly and found Wilson. Goes back to Maybe. Just out of his reach there, Shade. And now Lamb. McCann pushes that one back. And now the Blackhawks will look to get a move on. Woodman piercing the slot, but McCann keeps it alive with the stick, pushes forward to Jolly. Broke. And Wilson combining, hoisted towards the slot by Brote, but flicked back by McCann to the path of Shade. And just steadying up at the moment. Out to Brote. Almost a slips catch there by Smart, but it went wide of his glove and the right post. Broad gets it back. They're penetrating the slot again from playing it to the sideboards. The Blues, but they're not getting any reward. Wilson. Behind the goal line goes Maybe. They look to go for that last second tip in. Couldn't get it to go. The Blackhawks defence proving strong so far. Woodman. Cross ice. Grover wasn't quite ready for that one. A little bit of miscommunication. Cross ice, scrambling for it are two Blues defenders. Maybe gets it out, but only as far as Cuthbert. Cuthbert has some space. Grover, ricochet off Jolly. Healy with changes on the fly. The Blues will look to take the Blackhawks back outside the slot. But the referee has ruled offside. And that is against Langell. And so the puck will go back to the neutral zone. And a restarting face-off. Thank you for joining us live on Front Row Screens. Under 3.5 minutes to go. Chapman and to Healy. He got a bit hesitant, Healy. That allowed sack. He went cross ice there to Williams. Williams had a fresh area that time. There's been 3 chances. Robson goes bang, but McCann stops it flat. Good save by McCann to his left-hand side. Blackhawks with 2 good shots on target to pick the count back, 4-5. Under 3 minutes left. No score on the board. In fact, there is Woodman, I should say. In the early minutes, Williams pushes it back, sack. Turned over. There was a bit of panic in the Blackhawks attack, and that almost cost them a goal. Kairos set that turnover up, but just couldn't follow it. Williams pushes forward, but only as far as Chapman. For the Flyers blue. Kairos, that puck bypasses him, and he's not happy about it. And there'll be another icing call. All the way back to the Blackhawks attacking the zone, where they have an opportunity here to double the advantage. In this face-off, it's going to be Broughton Williams. There's one player roaming out the back, and that was Kairos. And that's where Chapman goes. That's good thinking from the leading goal scorer of this competition. But the Blackhawks recover it, and there is Kairos again. Open ice pass going past centre ice. And it's going to be another icing call. And again, the Blackhawks will have the puck their way. And in the meantime, we'll get you to enjoy the sights and sounds of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Sights and sounds of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League as the Blackhawks have it back in their attacking zone. Hillier wants to go cross ice to a loose teammate in Neal. But the referee spotting an infraction. That was a hook down low, and that is against
17 blue, 2.
the Flyers blue. It'll be Jeffries that was responsible for that, and he's going to sit the next 2 minutes, the first 2 minutes rather, of the second period in the penalty box. The buzzer will go, so there'll be no more action for the first. An early goal to Woodman sees the Blackhawks have the advantage. The Flyers blue had plenty of attack, but momentary lapses in their defensive play saw them concede a few turnovers, but peck the shots on target back. Even though it's a 1-0 lead to the Blackhawks, the Blues would have a bit of work to do if they want to get back the position that they are in at the moment. Blackhawks lead at 1-0 over the Flyers blue. Will be back with the second period short.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. Flyers blue in an unusual position behind on the scoreboard at the end of the first. You see there, one of the Flyers blue players having a discussion with his teammates on that first period, knowing that they do have some work to do on a few areas, especially how they enter the offensive zone and using the puck defensively. Here are the highlights of that opening period, thanks to CD Dodd. And it started off reasonably well for both sides. First 7 or 8 minutes turned out to be a real arm wrestle. And the tempo, less than flowing, it was a bit stagnant at times, especially with how both teams entered the offensive zone. The Blackhawks got the better of it for much of it. They had a few more physical checks. They started to really ramp it up late in the first period, and then that Woodman goal brought a forward surge in momentum the Blackhawks' way. Players like Shade, Hillier, and also Robson and Whelan getting amongst it. Flyers blue, they just need a few more targets up forward, because when players like Kairos and Cox go for that breakout in that attacking zone, they don't have a lot of support. Second period underway, and it's 5-on-4 in favour of the Blackhawks, with Jeffries getting that penalty in the final seconds of the first. But the Blackhawks will start with a sizable advantage. Back on the attacking zone. Open ice pass, but it is an offside call. The power plays as always thanks to Shutterguard, manufacturing German roller shutters since 1989. And so it'll go against the Blackhawks, and it'll be on the neutral zone, this face-off. In fact, no, it'll be on the outer circle, rather. And it'll be Cox and Williams that'll take to it. And a bit of obstruction there by Campbell. Sees a stop to it, and we'll have a repeat. And it goes well without a disruption. Campbell was amongst it again. Good control, keeps the puck in front. He can go cross ice to Williams if he wants to. He doesn't. And that's where Cox comes in for the turnover. Plays it along the sideboards. Kairos and Sack. Sack has a bit of the fumbles. He's put under pressure, but Sack gets that one away. Campbell trying very hard. Flicks it back to Hillier. And now Sack can play it back. Nice little push to Williams. Cross ice. It's to the path of Campbell, but just positioned himself in the wrong direction when entering the slot. Beautiful cross ice pass to Williams. He's in the right place at the right time to go for that one, but that shot just had a little too much oomph. And it went to the net above, and we'll have another stop. So a face-off will occur, but as we go to the CD Dodd replay, a good entry in the attacking zone. And that allowed Williams to go for the slap shot, but it went to the net, and a face-off on the neutral zone, which is being won by the Blackhawks. They push it forward. Cuthbert and Jolly, they bring it forward. Good play by Cuthbert. Cuthbert keeps it in front. He enters the low slot. Cross-ice pass finding Grover. But a ricochet off a Flyers blue defender. That was broke. Blues lose it again. Cuthbert, he went cross-ice. A blind pass, but it was intercepted by Lamb, who pushes it out wide to Jeffries. Releasing Broad on centre ice. He's got to play loose in Wilson. Cross-ice pass in the direction of Jeffries. To rebound it off the boards to regain control. Jeffries finding Wilson behind the goal line. Just lost control. Coming in hard was Grover. Good play by Grover. Out of the defensive zone. He breaks out. Wrist shot towards the goals. Well wide of the post. And McCann will just stop that one in its tracks. Another save. Good save. He's had two. Almost 300 saves for this season. Dylan Dwyer, who substituted for him, had 19 and 15. Face-off being won by the Blackhawks. They push it forward into the path of Whelan. The two number 9s going at it. Chapman pinning Whelan to the boards. There's a bit of a scuffle, but the Blues emerge with it. The reigning champions needing a goal back. after falling behind 1-0 at the end of the first. Healy, intended for Maybe. Oh, and Maybe into the path of his own teammate, Kairos. A rare miscommunication. Blackhawks again enter the offensive zone. Davidson, gentle push, and Healy got cleaned up again. Brought out to Kairos. From centre ice, goes past one, goes past two, forced back to Langell. Kairos and Langell sharing it around. Kairos this time behind the goal line. Blackhawks again, they've got more traffic behind the goal line in those passages. That's where the Flyers Blue landed themselves in a bit of trouble. Kairos from low, blind pass. Davidson mops it up. Just couldn't control that one enough. And it's allowed the turnover to be made. Kairos and Maybe penetrates the slot, but didn't get the shot in time. It was a mistimed attempt. And Smart making the easiest of saves. As we're into the first 5 minutes of the second period, thanks to CD Dodd. It is still 1-0 in favour of the Blackhawks through that Woodman goal in the middle stages. Flyers Blue desperately wanting that goal back. Brote pushes back to Jeffries in the mid-slot. Blackhawks recover again. Williams to Campbell. Campbell on the outer side, off the pads of McCann. Sack. And it looks as though the referee has spotted a hook. And some of the Blackhawks players not too happy with that one. And it is going to go against the Blues. And again, it's Liam Jeffries. We take it to the CD Dodd replay. It was a fine setup turnover and a good entry. But as we see here, yes, Jeffries there using a bit of high stick to hook that one. And the right call made. Referee in the right spot. Jeffries having a bit of a laugh at that one. But it is a penalty call nonetheless as we take you back live. Face-off won by the Blues. Broke pushes forward. Only as far as Woodman on left point. He's playing it steady. Another Shutterguard power play in effect. And look at how the Blackhawks are forming. Every time the Flyers Blue will look to go for the open ice hit out of that defensive zone. And that's where they do it. Wilson. But Smart stops the puck from travelling any further. Sack will have 3 around it. And the extra man on the ice will suit them. Although power plays have been a bit of an issue in recent times. Sack gets into the slot a second time. Falls over. Brote recovers it. Woodman stops the puck from travelling past the neutral zone. With the extra man on the ice, here's Sack and Woodman. Forced to go around. Woodman with the wrist shots. In midair goes Hillier. And again, the Flyers Blue trying to get it out of that defensive zone, but they're going to have to face the situation of having it back in there. Sack and Williams pushing forward, now behind the goal line. Jolly got cleaned up there. Both sides playing that physical game. And it'll be an icing call, will it? No. Woodman. Plays wide, Williams. Just lost control of that one, but Jolly will take it. It was hovered by Williams. Again, the open ice pass towards the line. Kairos was isolating inside that offensive zone. No one was keeping track of him. Kairos, 1-on-2. Forced wide outside the house from the corner. Smart with a good save. And he pushes it forward and off the net. Cuthbert trying to keep control of that one, but just had a bit of an edge and flies away to the net. And this is a good penalty killing by the Blues, because at this time, the penalty is killed off. So the Blackhawks, unfortunately, their opportunity to double their advantage has gone begging, but the credit going to the Flyers Blue defence. They played it brilliantly. Cuthbert, play it wide to Ben Williams, who forces the puck forward behind the goal line now. Healy plays it along the boards. That's well played by Healy. Out to Cox, combines with Kairos. They know when they're at their best, they can do plenty of damage. Not this time. Williams, Cox, Kairos shoots. Flick to the right by Charlie Smart. And referees waving the hands. And that looks as though there was a slash. It'll be a face-off on the neutral zone. It's this time going the way of the Blackhawks, as both sides make a few changes on the fly. Some 9 minutes into the second period. If you're just joining us for the first time, game 2 of round 19. Sees the Blackhawks through that sole goal by Jamie Woodman have a 1-0 lead. Flyers Blue, the reigning champions, need to take back control, and they need to score quickly, because the Blackhawks defence has been magnificent thus far, but against Healy there was a high stick, and that will be enough to warrant some time in the box, I reckon. And in fact, it's against the Blackhawks, and initiating that high stick was Cuthbert. And so it'll be the Flyers Blue turn to have a power play in their favour, thanks to Shutterguard. We'll roll that moving box, thanks to our great friends at Shutterguard, supporting the power plays. This is the third one of the game. Woodman plays it along the boards. Icing call being waved off. Healy behind the goal line. He's got Broad if he needs him. He pushes back. Broughton Cox pushing it forward to the path of Jeffries, but he's cut off by Woodman. Jeffries, good positioning by Jeffries. Played back to Broad. Fakes the shot. Goes cross ice to Healy. Went back. Kairos just out of Healy's reach. McCann pulling out of the goal crease. That's always risky. But he plays it to the side and gets back there. Played with patience there, did McCann, when pulling out of the crease. That's always a very cautious situation. Cox to Kairos. Goes through one. Goes through two. Forced wide though. Two Blackhawks players directly trafficking the slot. Plays it along the boards and finds Healy. Kairos gets it back outside the house. Kairos slowly, gently pushing forward. This is where they can build things up. Jeffries inside. And so is Whelan and Robson. Kairos out the back. He can go cross ice to Broat. That's what he does. Needs to control it, and that's what they do. Healy. Oh, intended there for Jeffries, who would have had a chance. But to no avail, and Broat will have to do it all again. Finds Kairos on the edge. Smart in a scramble for it. Cox out the back. No chance. Broat on the mid-slot. Shoots, and Broat gets it. Just the response the Flyers Blue were after. Ben Broat with that deadly left hand levels the scores for the reigning champions. They had to slow it down in that power play goal, and they did it well. What they had to do was keep the Blackhawks guessing. Kairos, good save by Smart, was flicked out back. Kairos, he knew where he had to go. He played it smart, and out in the open, Broat took his time, wrist shot, and into the back of the net. Fine goal from Broat. And for Ben Broat, that is his 13th goal of the season, and a timely one at that to level it up. 1-1 with 8 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Lamb plays it back. Intended for maybe. No penalty call made. Davidson. Down low goes McCann. Off the skates of Jolly. Hillier. He's got two to contend with. Tried to go past Langell. Woodman has it in front of him again. And an icing call, but there was confusion. One of them blew the whistle, the other waved it off. But nonetheless, it'll be a call made by the ref that was icing. And it's going to be a centre ice face-off this time around. There's a bit of confusion. It'll be Cox and Davidson when the puck drops on the centre. Cox keeps it in front. Good work by Cox. Oh, almost taking out the referee, Cox and Woodman. But lucky to avoid her, rather. Back on the defensive side, the Blues keep control. Lovely backhander from Langell to Cox. Goes back to Langell inside the slot. Ricochet there off Shade. Davidson, lovely backhander to Shade. Now Hillier. Hillier shoots. McCann off the chest. Good save. Up high towards right point. Williams. Plays it forward. Now the Blues back on the attack. It's an open ice pass. No icing call. Robson manning the puck behind the goal line. And now the Blackhawks will look to get a move on. They've lost the lead. The scores are level and they want to get it back. Whelan keeping it in front. Whelan tried to play it back to open some space on the centre of the slot. Grover doesn't get that one to go. Now Jeffries. Jeffries plays it back. Jolly still behind the goal line, but setting it up now. Jeffries. Good cross-ice pass. Broke. He's got maybe as a target. And that's where he goes, but well covered by Robson to stop that easy opportunity. Jeffries. Bypass there by Woodman and Cuthbert. Oh, and Cuthbert cleaned up by Lamb. Nice frontal check. And the shot from Grover easily saved by McCann. Good passage too from the Blackhawks, setting it up off the turnover on the outer wing. The execution of the shot was right there, but just a little too far out the slot. The Blackhawks scored most of their goals inside the slot. They are an inside team. If they want to enter that slot, they'll have to navigate their way through a very tight Flyers Blue defensive setup. Sack opens up some space for Williams. Ricochet off Cox. And on the breakout goes Wilson. Finding Jeffries now. Jeffries cross ice, blind pass. Wilson was intended. Turned over by Sack. He's got two. Sack, does he go through Healy? No, he doesn't. Back and forth the puck goes now. Williams sidestepping Jeffries. Healy now. Opens up some space on centre point. He shoots and loses the stick in the process. There's Josh Healy. Sack on the scramble. They go inside the slot. The Flyers Blue have three at the back. They go to Jeffries, who pushes it back onto centre ice. Williams now, with just over 4 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Williams pushes forward. That one went only as far as the left post. Healy, another good defensive takeaway. Wilson plays it out. Chapman. And Brote out in the open. He'll go cross ice, off the boards, Kairos. Healy, he goes back to Kairos. Now he's got some space on the shot, on the slot. But that one off the left post. Turned over by Williams. Healy recovers it. Goes back to Kairos. The backhander goes to Cox. And Cox shot off the pads of McCann. He recovers it well, does Cox. He's got Kairos in the open space in the slot. He goes to him, shoots. Off the back is Langell. Couldn't get the tip in time. Cox again recovers it. That's his third. Langell out to Chapman. Cross ice. Was intended for Kairos. He got it off the rebound. Plays it towards Cox. Off the sideboards. Lost control. And now the Blackhawks through Campbell. Can go cross ice. He's got Sack in the open, but it ricochet off a Blues defender in Healy, who dived down low. Sack in the open slot. It's covered by Grover and Langell. Langell pushes it out. Slap shot by Shade. That one didn't go down too well. The Blackhawks looking for absolutely everything. But the Flyers Blue, every time they rebound from defensive ice. Kairos might reward them. No. Rebounded Hillier off the sideboards. Blackhawks now back under pressure. But now they can ease it through Shade. Backhanded to Davidson from centre ice. Releasing Whelan. Past the left-hand post. And now the Blackhawks have the opportunity. They've got Shade and Neal. Neal off the left post. Blackhawks have had it in their control in the last minute. Shade got cleaned up head high by Langell. Referee says get on with it. Blackhawks still have it on the offensive zone. Shade out wide. Plays it back. Woodman. Good save, McCann. That one went a long way. Backhanded by Davidson. Very close, but no cigar. Davidson rebounds off the blind cross-ice pass. Diving down low is Brote. A heroic save, even if he's not a goaltender. The pressure really on in this second period. Oh, and going down low there was Woodman. Almost had his head taken off. Kairos on his own out of the defensive zone, but forced back. Needing some players to give the puck to. Kairos manning it on the defensive zone. Good pass to Broad. Releasing Wilson. Wilson, nice little sidestep. Oh, he's heavily covered there. Whelan and Grover. And that sets up the turnover. That's great defense by the Blackhawks. We're into the last minute of this second period. A crucial time for both sides. Jeffries almost cleans up his Blackhawks opponent. Turned over. Robson from right-hand point. He pushes it towards the goal line. Cuthbert and Wilson battling hard on the end boards. Cuthbert gets pinned by Broad. Williams mistimes the slap shot. And the Flyers Blue again with the defensive turnover. Now behind the goal line. They go to Wilson and Jolly. Jolly now goes to Wilson again. Good effort in the 2-on-1. Open ice pass towards the goal line. That's where Williams is going to meet it. He gets it across now to Grover. Pressured by Jeffries. Almost lost it there. Woodman. Well done by Broad to get in amongst it. Broad and Grover. The Blues get it back. Inside the last 15 seconds, maybe one more chance. Healy slap shot. Oh, it almost went through the legs of Smart, but he timed it well, did Charlie Smart. Broad. Does he go cross-ice to maybe? He's running out of time. Goes for it, but it'll be too late. And the buzzer will go to end the second. Ben Broad getting one back for the Flyers Blue is seeing them level the scores at 1-1. Heading into the last period, it's a big 15 minutes ahead to see who will take the points in this round 19 clash. It's been a real arm wrestle, and we're in for a big finish here at the Coburn Ice Arena. We'll be back with the last period shortly.
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. One more period still remaining. And it's been a real arm wrestle between these two sides. The Flyers Blue, the reigning champions, and the grand finalists, the Blackhawks from last year. As we go to the CD Dodd highlights for the second period. That leveller by Ben Broad really shifted the momentum. The Blackhawks had plenty of attack in that first period after the Woodman goal. But then when Ben Broad scored early on in the second, the momentum seemed to shift. But both teams had plenty of chances on that low slot in the final few minutes and could have possibly seen either side take the lead. And Kairos held unusually quiet in that attack. He hasn't scored a goal. The puck has gone down to him, but he just hasn't been able to convert, which is not to his liking when the Blues have got the puck in attack. The Blackhawks can be credited for killing off some vital penalties when it went against them in that 5-on-4 situation. They went in hard, they got more traffic inside the slot, but they also, when the puck was going their way in their power play, when it went in their favour, they often took three players towards the neutral zone when the Flyers Blue went for those open ice passes and cut them off to increase their chances at a score. And they did it well. Unfortunately, they could not score out of any of those. But the 15-minute interval that is coming up sees a chance for both sides to potentially win this game. A real arm wrestle all night. It is 1-1. The Blackhawks have 6 more shots on target compared to the Blues. And it's anyone's chance at the moment to get the 2 points. And we're about to take you live now for the final stanza of round 19. There'll be 4 rounds to go after this. We're underway in the third period. We're glad you have stayed with us all night. And we thank you for your support every Friday night and every weekend for that matter on Front Row Screens. Your number 1 in 2021. Chapman plays it wide. He's pressured by Williams. Williams lets the puck go. Woodman along the boards. Langell. We lost control of that one for a moment. Grover. And now it opens up for the Blackhawks. Cross eyes to the path of Williams. Down low goes McCann. Fine effort by McCann under pressure to make the crucial save. And it'll be a face-off. On the inner circle. Cox and Williams. Williams pushes back towards the slot. The shot was made by Davidson. But Woodman on the rebound. Tip in looking to be made by Williams. And the referee going down there, just losing balance at the end and went down quite hard in the midst of the action. But the players just helping the referee out there. That was quite a hard fall, dare I say it. And getting a deserving applause. And that must have been a hard landing. That referee is not looking well, I'm afraid. It must have been a hard landing on the side. These referees highly valued, and the referee's going to go off for the moment just to let that part heal. In fact, no. The referee is not going to go off. They're troopers, the referees, getting on with the job. After those falls, you see them time after time, but on the very odd occasion. But the referee will get on with the job, and the game will go on. Flyers Blue win another face-off, but the Blackhawks have players out the back recovering the puck on those turnovers, but the Flyers Blue managed to get it clear. Cox to Kairos. Kairos! Ricochet off Woodman. Woodman plays it out of that defensive zone. Jolly back and forth. Well played by Jolly. Gets it past Williams. Thrusts it forward to the attacking zone, but Woodman comes up to meet it. Woodman uses it nicely. Timely pass. Sends Grover away. Great skill up against Kairos, but he loses that one thanks to the good defence and checking by Jolly. Cuthbert gets it through a couple of players. He was intended there for Grover. But Grover rebounds out wide. Gets pinned by Jeffries. Jeffries flicks it back and finds Brote, and they can get a move on. Maybe. Good skill by Maybe. Here's Jeffries. Jeffries towards the slot from point-blank range, wide of the right-hand post. Lamb goes bang, but didn't have enough ammo. Williams goes for it from the mid-slot, and an easy save, McCann. Crucial result looming for both sides in the context of their season. The Blues, if they win, they will go 3 points clear of the Orange, who won their game earlier against the Vikings. Face-off again being won by the Blackhawks. His shade off the first touch of the puck, and another easy save, McCann. Cuthbert and Brote. Brote wins it out, pushes back to Healy from behind the goal line. And it's played along the boards, searching for some space. Williams cuts it off. And the Blackhawks again will play it out wide themselves, but look at the Blues players that they have out the back. Brote was one of them, hoists it up back onto centre ice. The Blackhawks will look to get it clear. High hoist pass, only as far as Brote. Brote to Jeffries, flicks it gently, Wilson. It's a 5-on-1, not a lot of support coming for Wilson. And unsurprisingly, turned over. It's back and forth. Cuthbert and Jeffries, Wilson out the back, providing Jeffries with a helping hand. Into the low slot, Jeffries in the slot and scores! Well, a fine setup by the Blues, and Liam Jeffries converted it brilliantly, and that sees the Blues take back the lead. And we take in our CD Dodd replay of that second goal for the Blues. Out of that scramble, Wilson emerged with it, played it out the back of the boards, using the triangle play to great effect. Cross-ice pass came into Jeffries, who was not checked in defence by anybody from the Blackhawks, and Jeffries made most of the opportunity and got the second goal on the board for the Blues. The reigning champions take back the lead. 3 minutes into this last period. Healy hoists it up. Hillier goes for it, and a high save, McCann. McCann getting that one just above his shoulder and stopping the Blackhawks' entry. That goal, as we mentioned at the end of the second, would prove crucial in the context of this game. The Blackhawks still in it, though. They've played well, to their credit. Shot comes in from Shade, outside the house. Doesn't get that one to go. Chapman pins Campbell to the boards now. Williams coming in to lend a hand from behind. Williams gets possession. Good play by Williams. Goes back. Shade inside the slot. Williams and Sack scrambling for it. Williams gets in there and cleans up Healy afterwards. Woodman with the turnover. There's a couple of players in the slot. Sack was one of them. Could have gone to him and Campbell. 2-on-1 now. The Blues have the advantage. And 2-1 on the scoreboard. The CD Dodd scoreboard. Sack. Good control by Sack. Goes to the slot. Shoots. Oh, just ricochet off a Blues player. And that allows Cox to take it away. He's got Langell and Kairos in support. Cox goes to Kairos. Goes bang. Nobody home. And now the Blues can get the rebound. Kairos plays it round the line. And out wide towards Cox. Cox finds some space in the middle of the slot. Got plenty of power on it, but not enough. The Blues again have the Blackhawks under pressure. But the Blackhawks turn it over through Woodman. Woodman has Grover in the slot, but he elects to go around. Would he go to him? He does. Sack inside and scores! The quick reply was there. Tomek Sack, who often holds the key in the Blackhawks attack, has leveled things up for the Blackhawks. Goal for goal in the early going. And that is a much-needed one as he goes to his teammates for a couple of high fives as we go to the replay. Well set up, going around the goal line, opening up space in the slot. The fumble came in from Broad, it was. And out in front, Tomek Sack picking up the scraps, going for the wrist shot, dead-eye in front. And levels it up for the Blackhawks. That's a much-needed response after the start they had in the early minutes. We're back underway. Lamb pushes forward Jeffries. He's got Maybe as the only Blue in the slot. He's forced to go back, but the Blackhawks turn it over. Open ice pass. Look at the path there of Lamb, the Blues skipper. Cross ice pass. Not able to control it completely was Braden Maybe. Two Blackhawks out the back recovering this one. Grover. Great play by Grover. On the edge. Goes looking there for Cuthbert. Couldn't get that one to go. Grover off the rebound. Over the head of McCann. Williams off the sideboards. Lamb back and forth now with Williams. Jordan Williams backhand. Whelan. Open ice pass bypassing Grover. Oh no, that's Robson. Robson pushes forward. Grover along the wings, and now they're going to play it down there. Turned over Wilson. Wilson just losing his skates at the moment. Healy. Well played by Healy. Finds the opening. Broad pushes back. Braden Maybe. On the right point to scramble inside the slot with the puck. Bypass them all. Jolly. Oh, Broad looking for that last-ditch tip-in. Jeffries with the backhand. Back to Broad. From behind the goal line. Good play. Finds Jeffries with some space. Out the back goes Maybe. Charlie Smart getting his hand to the puck just in time. Few noticeable gasps. Broad cleaning up his opponent head high. That was a call inevitably made. And he got him quite high there. He went down quickly. Did his opponent. And that is Ben Broad who initiated that contact. That was a pretty hard hit. And unsurprisingly, that'll be a penalty against Broad. And he'll spend 2 minutes in there as we go to the CD Dodd replay of that hit. As we see here, the Blues were forced to play it out wide. Good save in the end by Smart, and then Broke comes in, bang, head high on his opponent on the end boards. And it'll be a penalty as a result. And there, a couple of Blackhawks players coming in remonstrate with Brote. Good God Almighty, that was a pretty hard hit indeed. Just on the head-to-head, Blackhawks and the Flyers Blue met twice. And no win has been scored by either side. We've had 2 ties in the previous occasions that they have met this season. And they are equal, believe it or not, on goal difference. And after 2-2, they still are. Ben Brote not too happy with that call. He's got the helmet off. But he'll spend 2 minutes there as well. Angel's in there as well. But I think Brote, he's done. Shot came in from Campbell rather. And that missed the net. Woodman out there to shade, and Davidson made the shot, but couldn't get that one to go inside. And that's just onto the net above. And it'll be another face-off, 8.5 minutes to go. On the CD Dodd scoreboard, 2-2 after a quick reply by Atomic Sack. Cox pushes back, but the Blackhawks turn it over. This is Campbell. Shot came in, and another fine save, McCann. Under tremendous pressure. He had a couple of players trafficking the slot heavily for both sides. And another face-off will ensue. Cox again wins it out, and again the Blackhawks take it. Campbell pushes wide to Sack. He almost got cleaned up. Healy. Good use of the puck by Sack, but just losing it at the last moment. Cox with the open ice pass. Smart. Will steady things now for the Blackhawks, and now Woodman mans it from behind the goal line. Good movement by Woodman. Breaks out from defence. Goes past Cox. Does he have that chance? He bobbles it up. Hillier and Healy. Good play. Hillier keeps it in front. Williams bypassed. Grover by Campbell. Out to Healy. Sack goes in hard. In open space, Hillier. There's a cherry picker inside that offensive slot. Campbell. Cross ice to Woodman. Woodman goes hard towards the slot. Save again, McCann. Both sides getting a few changes on the Flyers. We have a face-off on the outer circle. Only 45 seconds left of the current power play. Ben Brote is serving. Sack takes it out of the face-off again. And Campbell combining with Sack. Finds some space on the edge. Campbell shoots. Good save, McCann out in front. Open ice pass towards the defensive zone. They could almost kill off this penalty, the Flyers Blue. Only 20-odd seconds to go. Woodman on the breakout. He can use that extra space to advantage. He's got Hillier in support. He goes round. Backhander out to Hillier. Good save, McCann inside the slot. Still some space down low. Jolly plays it out. Davidson out there to Campbell. Maybe. Tries to get it loose. And the penalty is now killed off. Back to 5-on-5, crucially. With still 6.5 minutes left on the CD Dodd scoreboard. The Blackhawks again have it out of the defensive zone, but only as far as Healy. Williams. And now Cuthbert in front. It's a 2-on-1. Good stick checking by the Blues defence. Kairos out in the open. Kairos inside the slot, and the backhander goes into the net. Jordan Kairos, unbelievable effort. Well, whenever the game is on the line, Jordan Kairos has often turned out to be the match winner, and it's a testament to his skill and dedication in bringing out the best of his teammates, as we see on the replay. On the edge of the house, Kairos with a beautiful backhand, and isn't he pumped? And Kairos, that is goal number 24 for the 2021 season. And more importantly, it takes back the lead for the champions. 6 minutes remaining. Healy out to Jolly. Here comes Kairos again. Hoisted back towards the mid-slot. And the Blackhawks have that intercept. Grover. He's on the edge. Did he get tripped up? No. Kept his feet. Great play by Grover. Loses the puck. Healy out the back. Plays it to the end boards. And now they're on again, the Blackhawks. Can they get that reply? Every time the Flyers Blue have scored, the Blackhawks get one in response. In the last 2 periods in particular, but they lose it. Cox. Hoists it towards the line. Oh, that could have been a freakish goal there, but smart. Good time to make that save. Williams and Chapman. Off the sideboards it goes. Jeffries getting a bit heated there with Cuthbert. Puck goes behind the goal line. Jeffries out of the corner towards maybe. It's a scramble, but stopping it in the end is smart. Flyers Blue leading 3-2 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Goals to Jeffries, Broke, and the goal that took back the lead for them, Jordan Kairos. Face-off won by Jeffries for the Blackhawks. Get that crucial intercept. Wilson. Wilson plays it off the boards, and now Shade and Hillier. This time Hillier goes back to Shade. Releasing his teammate there in Davidson. Davidson turns it over. Wilson and Maybe setting it up. Wilson in the slot to Maybe. Couldn't get that one to go. Open ice pass by the Blackhawks is covered off by Healy. Healy plays it wide. Lamb goes through the pack towards the offensive zone. Maybe almost cleaned up there by Hillier. To scramble for the puck inside that zone. Hillier plays it back to the goal line. Lamb, cross ice, cut off there by Shade. Open ice towards the defensive zone for the Blues. Healy plays it steady. Doesn't want to cause any erratic turnovers. He keeps it in front. Nice change of speed there. Healy plays it to Jeffries. Jeffries almost losing it. He has Healy in backup. Jeffries, good control. Finds Maybe. Now he's on. Maybe on the edge, looking for the backhander as well. Charlie Smart again with a save. He's had himself a big night again. Another face-off on the offensive zone for the Flyers Blue. Cox wins the face-off. Kairos, but pushing forward there was Williams. He just thrusted himself out of that face-off. No icing call. Campbell. Nice 180. Getting the puck back into the slot. Sack almost had it in. Shade pushes it along the board. Sack. Cross ice out to Williams. Almost an equaliser, but that one wide of the right post. Kairos on the breakout. Oh, just losing it at the worst moment there. Woodman, with the defensive pressure, is rewarded with a turnover. Breaks out, goes through one, goes through two, goes through three, inside the slot. Woodman with the backhand, doesn't get that one to go. Another big chance squandered. Jolly plays it along the boards, bypassing Williams, and will it be an icing call? No. Blackhawks doing everything they can. Defend off the defend off the Flyers Blue. Jolly got cleaned up on the boards. Williams looking to go cross ice and find space. Jeffries cuts it off. Nice 180 against the pack, but coming in hard with Sack, inflicting the takeaway. Breaks out from centre ice. Good control. Sack inside the slot. McCann in front, flicking it forward out of the crease. The two number 4s going at it. Healy wins out. Breaks from defensive ice. Jeffries penetrates the slot, but covered off quickly there by Williams and Sack. He gets it back. There's Tomek Sack. Nice change of direction. Plays it out wide. Williams with 2 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 3-2, the Flyers blue lead. Great game it has been, with a big finish ahead. Maybe, almost with the high stick. Maybe, inside the slot, off the post. Ricocheted off the crossbar as well, and into the net above. Now we'll have a face-off. Crucially, with 1 minute and 3/4 to go. Very crucial time ahead for both teams. And the face-off going to the outer circle of the attacking zone for the Blues. One more, and that seals it. Healy roaming free inside the slot was Chapman, but taken away by Woodman. Woodman inside the slot. Woodman over the crossbar. Healy hoists it up. The open ice pass towards the defensive zone for the Blackhawks. Will it be an icing call? No. Woodman out wide. Oh, just missing that one was Whelan. Good defensive play there by Grover. And the Blackhawks will retrieve it inside the last minute and a bit of this game. Another turnover for the Blues. Cox out to Kairos. Trapping it with the skate and gaining full control. Blind pass to Grover. Back and forth it goes on the outer wing. Chapman finds Cox. Stranded on centre ice, but he's forced to go back towards Healy. They're wanting to chew off time here, given their position on the scoreboard. But I wouldn't want to take any undue risks in the last 40 seconds. Healy out wide to Kairos. Lovely hoist pass, but had a little too much height. Cox, the intended target, but the net above caught the puck and brought it back down. So it'll be a face-off on the inner circle. Big chance for the Blackhawks to level it up. But it's going to be a brief timeout. These 30 seconds are going to be very important for both sides in the context of how this game has panned out. 3-2 the scoreline. 27-22 shots on target in favour of the Blackhawks. If I was the Flyers blue, in this face-off, I would heavily guard the slot. That's where the Blackhawks have scored most of their goals outside, apart from one. So far this season. And if I was the Blackhawks, I'd start with an open formation. I'd get every player in every position. I'd build as much open space as I could to get that hard slap shot in towards the back of the net if I was the Blackhawks. Hawks breaking from their huddle. And the Blackhawks starting to converge. Those final words heading into the last 30 seconds. In a tight tussle between both sides. But crucially, there is one notable omission. Charlie Smart's not on the ice. They've pulled the goalie. Very, very risky. It's always a big risk late in the game when it is on the line to pull their goalie. So they've got an extra regular player on the ice. Have the Blackhawks for the last 30 seconds. Jeffries over the barriers. Almost losing control there was Robson. It's going to be an open goal. And it's in. Jeffries with the wrist shot from the right point seals the deal. As we go to the CD Dodd replay, that was going to be too big of a risk for the goal to be exposed late in the game when it is all on the line. Jeffries backs up his hard work inflicting the turnover, noticed the open goal, went for the wrist shot, and bam. 4-2 the scoreline. That seals the deal for the Blues. Kairos, could he get one more? 2-on-1 inside the slot, got cleaned up by two Blackhawks. And it is trapped inside by Charlie Smart with under 9 seconds remaining. Likely to get the final face-off of this game. Kairos and Whelan. Kairos pushes back. Cox gets a high one off the boards. Kairos takes possession of it, goes back. Along the sideboards the puck goes, but the Flyers blue had to withstand a hard-fighting Blackhawks side. They score 2 alone. in the final period, along with one answer from the Blackhawks. But in the end, the Flyers Blue showing their class at the end and taking this game 4-2 and further cementing their status as the top team in 2021. Kairos took back the lead for the Blues. Liam Jeffries sealing the deal, scoring to an exposed goal late in the game. I reckon it might have been a costly mistake for the Blackhawks to leave Charlie Smart out in the last 30 seconds. It's always very risky when leaving a net exposed when the game is on the line. And the Blackhawks, I'm afraid, have had to find that out. And the heads-to-head, this will be the first win by any side in the meetings that the Flyers Blue and the Blackhawks have had in 3 occasions. And a big win it is for the Flyers Blue, their 8th win of the competition. And they go to 20 points and have a 3-point gap from the Flyers Orange, and they are a further 6 points ahead of the Vikings at top spot in the ladder. A great game it is, though, by the Flyers Blue and the Blackhawks. They turned on a great exhibition here at the Coburn Ice Arena, and they deserve every bit of applause. The highlights to wrap things up: Kairos held quiet until the last period, then Jeffries scoring a double, Ben Brote scoring the other for the Flyers Blue. The Blackhawks had Woodman and Sack as their goal scorers, but how the Flyers Blue were able to compose themselves under pressure and get control of the situation late in the game when it was in the balance is a testament to their side and a reason why they are on top spot in the ladder, the position that they are in, 8 wins from their 13 games. Kairos scoring goal number 24. Jeffries is into the 20s as far as the goals are concerned. And the Blackhawks, well, they've just given the Sharks a little leeway with 4 rounds to go. Well, that does it from the Coburn Ice Arena. Another entertaining night of Perth Premier League ice hockey thanks to CD Dodd. The Flyers Orange, big winners 5-2 over the Vikings. And 4-2 the Flyers Blue against the Blackhawks in the second game. Round 20 next week at the Perth Ice Arena. It's going to be another big round as we are into the business end of the regular season before the final series begins at the start of September. But don't forget, more coverage to come on Front Row Screen Sport, your number 1 in 2021. Round 17 of the Waffle is upon us, and the match of the round, Subiaco and West Perth from Leederville Oval. Our team will be there, and you could join us all from 2 o'clock tomorrow for what is going to be quite a fascinating game between 2 form sides in the competition. On behalf of Bailey, Ryan, Matt and all the Front Row Screens team, this is Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening from the Coburn Ice Arena, and we look forward to your company at Leederville for the Subiaco West Perth clash from 2 o'clock.